What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black. Got 3 long face, skinny body, and we are back. Still black with some more fire Boruto manga related content. I'm putting in a video. You already know the deal. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button. Boruto chapter 26 dropped the banger on us today. So let's get to it. Yes, sir. Ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Okay, so first things first, it is Friday, but we won't be having any anime daily episodes today solely because of the fact that Boruto chapter 26 decided to drop today on the 19th. So look forward to Anime Daily episode 3 on Saturday. Tomorrow, I'm going to try my best to get that video to y'all tomorrow in the day. We got a lot of stuff to talk about on Anime Daily. When I mean like Dr. Stone finishing off the season strong. It got one more episode left. Dr. Stone has been going crazy. CLIFFHANGER, a sleeper of the anime season. More updates on JJK's movie coming out December 5th. You know what I'm saying? Daemon has officially aired its last episodes, right? A lot of more juggernauts on its way out the door. So Anime Daily, stay tuned. We got a lot to talk about. But right now, it is time for that Boruto greatness. Boruto discussions, Boruto everything and anything Boruto. Always gonna take priority on the channel, right? So Boruto chapter 26, Two Blue Vortex has officially graced us with its presence. We got my guy, Momoshiki Otsutsuki on the cover. And solely speaking from a personal opinion, as anticipated, like with the release of chapter 25, as anticipated, this chapter 26 focused heavily on the events of Shikamaru and his meeting with the elders that they tried to gloss over last chapter, and we see how important this situation is now. Now, I've been saying in my last previous video, we're getting back to straight level stuff, we're getting back to the politics, we're getting back to the nitty and the gritty, and I think the catalyst to solve a lot of these issues would simply be revealing the fact that Naruto is alive. Now, we understand that Boruto has came in the mix and tried to relay this information, especially upon his interrogation, and it makes sense. From the elder standpoint, and this is the only thing I accept on them, you're not going to believe a criminal when he says, oh, Naruto is alive. It's like, nigga, why would we believe you, right? But then when we have to take into all of these other accounts, all of these other factors playing in, you know, what's actually been happening, how many times Boruto has saved them in against the Shinju, and then also we got Jonin and other ninjas on the villager's side, figures like Konohamaru, who's actively saying like, hey, I ain't saying what the nigga did or what we think the nigga did was right, but all I know is that what I know, the nigga saved my life, and I see them save countless other lives on the battlefield. And they make it a point where like Konohamaru and Shikamaru both say like fighting on the front lines, which is to let them know y'all are behind closed doors right now. Y'all niggas not out here in the field, right? But they say fighting on the front lines, it requires situations that you have to act not off of instinct, not only off instinct, but in the heat of the moment without having to go through proper procedures. Y'all just don't get it, bro. And it's just a whole lot going in between that. But like I said, chapter 26 really focuses on this mission. And as y'all see, I'm very passionate and opinionated in terms of the stance that the elders have been taking ever since this nigga Naruto was lined up to defeat Pain, bro. I'm sick and tired of these old ass niggas. And I ain't gonna cap, I'm gonna just say this because I feel like I'm gonna waste my entire review on this, bro. I'm not gonna talk too much about this meeting because shit don't make sense. And it's always in politics where it's like the top dog niggas or the leader niggas always have like the proof being in the pudding or the answer being laid out right in front of them and they decide to look the other way. And I simply just don't get it. Like I said, I acknowledge the fact that they are doing all of this because they're trying to ride for Naruto, but it's disingenuous and disregarding the entire life that Naruto lived if they're not taking into the facts that Konohamaru and Sarada and Shikamaru are saying like, okay, it's complicated, but can we just listen to what Boruto has to say? No, these niggas is all not no talking and straight action. Since when have y'all been about that? Like I'm confused because it's like Boruto wants to be vigilante, play both sides, and get in Konoha's good graces in order to get revenge for dropping him out. But it's already been established in chapter 1. This nigga can drive out cold out the village. Y'all ain't produced no ninjas that can do that shit yet. No disrespect to niggas like Sarada and Kawaki, but I'm just trying to make a point right now. But y'all ain't produced no niggas that can do some shit like that yet. Boruto has pulled up and showed time and time again. Y'all see how I feel about that part of the chapter. Y'all see how I feel about that part of the chapter. It's just like some things is like just don't make sense. I get it. Naruto has been perceived dead the last 3 years. It's not that hard to take like this information. Okay, boom. Boruto showed up the same time as these evil entities. Boruto has showed he's the only one who has capable strength to dealing with these evil entities, with the exceptions of a few power-ups on our side. Himawari, Kawaki, Sarada, right? Boruto has saved the life of Himawari, Sarada, and Konohamaru, and the entire Team 7 and the Sand Village ninjas on more than one occasion, right? But somehow they take out of all of that. This nigga is trying to get into our good graces just to get revenge on us when he's already showcased strength that eclipses everything y'all nigga has flooded out, right? Now, all of that being said, the fact that a nigga is uttering the words Naruto is alive, Naruto isn't, nah, that's enough incentive to be like, wait, what you mean by that? That's not an incentive to simply say, nah, no questions asked, this nigga needs to die on sight. That's my whole take on that. It was very, very, very frustrating reading that part, but it got real political, right? So now that we got that out the way, going through the review, I'm not going to talk too much more about that interview, about the interrogation. I'm looking forward to the fact my guy Konohamaru got locked up, right? You know what I'm saying? Shikamaru's obviously next up in the interrogation. So I'm looking forward to people like Konohamaru, Shikamaru, Sumire, and Sarada to get interrogated. But the things I really want to see, this is the last thing I'll say in regards to the interrogation, to the meeting with Shikamaru and the elders. I want to see Amado and Kawaki, if they're going to talk to this Lord Kubo, the assistant to the daimyo, and what stances will they make, solely because we understand that Amado has the footage of Kawaki admitting that Naruto is alive and that Jura confirming that Naruto is alive, a random enemy, right? So on that, and then also, since everyone perceives this guy as Naruto's son, what will they do and what will they say if he says, you know what I'm saying, I formed an alliance with Boruto, I helped Boruto, I did this, or even Kawaki comes out and says, yes, Naruto is alive. Like, I want to see these type of things, but we can't see them without seeing Amado and Kawaki first, right? And then someone like Sumire, I know she's been in the middle of this chapter, she's dealing with the whole love triangle thing, but girl, you saw the shit last chapter too. Y'all sitting down talking about how y'all feel about Boruto. You need to be talking about how the fact that Kawaki just admitted Naruto is alive. So the chapter opens up with my guy Inoji bringing honey to Himawari, the star of the Mangekyo gang. It is crazy out here. We all love it. You know what I'm saying? Enduring and beautiful, touching, warming moment between the two. And I'm ignoring all of the hate that the fandom is spewing towards characters like right now, Inojin, characters like Daemon, and characters like Sarada, because we can address those in separate videos. So solely for the sake of the review, Inojin brings Shorty to honey, and Kasha Koji basically confirms, like, bro, you got feelings for her. We got similar interests. Our goals and achievements that we're trying to reach are aligned. Fuck with us. Come over here and fuck with us. Just like, say less, fam. You know what I'm saying? So he pulls up, he's reverse summoned, and there we see Boruto aura farming. The panels have been going crazy. The fan art and the coloring pages have been going crazy. And Boruto is honestly embodying this role as the traitor to the village, or a perceived quote-unquote villain, because he's sitting there, face rested on fists, and letting Inojin know, guy, there is nowhere for you to escape. You can't fly high, go down below. So let me just let you know, bro. After we get these questions out of the way, we can send you into bars. What you niggas talking about, right? So he's basically, there's no way to leave other than the way you just came in. But don't take that as a threat, gang. I'm just providing information. You know what I'm saying? All of this is going down, and it's actually interesting because I've had speculations. Inojin get his memory back, joining Team Boruto and Kasha Koji. So he didn't get his memory back, but Ikimoto still made it a way where, like, okay, Himawari's protecting her safety. You know what I'm saying? That could be the catalyst to allow Inojin to team up voluntarily with both Kasha Koji and Boruto. Well, why would someone like Kasha Koji and Boruto even seek out the help or aid from someone like Inojin? Well, then it goes back to Ino backdooring Shikamaru, like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, this ain't a Hokage order. I can't do this for you no more, Shikamaru. I'm done following your orders. If you're not giving me anything direct, I don't know how you can trust this guy Boruto. So now they decided to recruit her son, and her son is the one putting in this work. So after the connection with Kasha Koji and Shikamaru, they explain the situation. The main goal right now, in the midst of this infuriating meeting, is for Shikamaru to ensure that he simply does not lose his position as 8th Hokage. And that's something that he's able to actually accomplish, at least for the time being, while Konohamaru is being interrogated by the villagers. Now, it's understandable that all of this has to get back to street level. All of this has to get back to the politics, because the overarching thing And one of the main issues presented in this chapter is the fact that Mamushi is making his move. He's on his way to the village, and it's gonna take about a week before he decides and realizes, like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and try to make my move on Ada. You know what I'm saying? And he comes clear this chapter after we see him reading the Playboy magazines, bro. He's after the genetic information, and it just opens up the doorway. Mamushi with a Senrigan is actually crazy. GG's chat and people are like they're just dismissing the fact that he's not even gonna get past Daemon. And I get it. He's the last Shinju. He's the only Shinju we had on some stuff like, okay, let me explain his abilities, how his powers work. All of that aside, bro, Damon's gonna step up to this man simply how he stepped up to Sarada and Sumire this chapter and grab him by his beard, look him in all 2 of his eyes and 7 of his teeth and tell him, bro, where are my juice boxes and animal crackers? And proceed to punch him across the continent. Like, it's gonna be easy work. But chapter 26 did something very notable. Ikimoto did something very notable this chapter by showing us movement from both Daemon and Mamushi. This chapter, when we naturally don't get anything from them throughout the last 25 chapters of the story. So that also is like a foreshadow for Daemon and Mamushi future confrontation. Obviously, we see in Kashin Koji's future visions that we understood in the previous chapters. Like, yeah, Daemon is going to be there. Mamushi's going to be there. We see a Mangekyo Sharingan Sarada. We see a Hidari. So everything going down right now is more so like in the heat of the moment. And it's an amazing cliffhanger. I'm not going to cap. Ada played it real well. She was like, oh my gosh, you guys like Boruto. When are you guys gonna be confessing with Boruto? Sarada's like, man, what are you talking about? We're not even like trying to focus on this right now. And then Sumire is like, hey, I might just blurt that out randomly. And then Ada's like, yes, oh my gosh, lovey-dovey. But anyways, you guys are not affected by my love charm ability, right? And then everybody's like, Nani? You know what I'm saying? So it's an amazing moment. And it just made me like Ada that much more as a character. Because it's like she got y'all out here blushing and gushing. Y'all out here revealing your feelings. And then everybody done forgot. Wait, y'all not affected by my ability now. So I just love the way that she turned the tables on them and just addressed the elephant in the room. Ikimoto has closed that door since being opened in chapter 1, where Daemon is glaring at them in chapter 1, in chapter 8, and chapter 16, where Ada is playing, you know what I'm saying, around the bush. And when she's like, are you sure y'all affected by it? How do y'all remember Boruto and Kawaki originally? You know what I'm saying? All of these questions. And then finally in chapter 26, y'all not, right? And then we see how Sarada and Sumire glare at each other. And then instantly, as soon as Daemon starts to move, the fandom's been going crazy over these panels. Sarada activates her infamous Mangekyo Sharingan, and Daemon lets her know off rip, hey, cool eyes, cool ability, so I've heard. But doesn't matter. You can't do anything with it, right? And technically that's right. So me being the Sarada gasser that I am, I'm taking it as like Daemon just simply acknowledged the strength of her Mangekyo, but also said, it doesn't matter if you can't use it though. So is that an upscale for Sarada? But I ain't gonna be on some crazy stuff like that, because I already told y'all, man, it's big Daemon. You know what I'm saying? Sarada's my favorite character, but Daemon is one of my favorite characters, and he's undoubtedly the strongest in my eyes. Sarada can be my favorite. That don't mean she got to be the strongest. I don't like her because she's strong. I like her because of the character writing, and on top of the fact that she's strong. Daemon, that nigga's it, bro. Like, I rocks with the demeanor. I rocks with like the confidence. I rocks with the swagger. Everything about it. So I'm not gonna sit here and pick and choose sides, but I'm gonna let y'all know right now, Daemon is not losing any fight, any confrontation anytime soon. Now, if Sarada, because I've seen a couple of people speculate, possible Mangekyo Genjutsu placed on Daemon, like that's when she activated her eyes, and then Daemon got placed in the Genjutsu before he was able to grab their necks. I don't know, right? I think the most realistic thing is, right, realistically, Ada's gonna call it off. A lot of information is about to get cleared up in the air, and then they're gonna have a die down moment. It's not gonna be anything crazy. This is just Daemon flexing his strength and giving us some fan service of Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan. That's what I think Ikimoto is naturally doing, but I think it's gonna be more so focused on Ada and her next call, right? Or possibly Daemon might just take the driver's seat and release his hands, because I don't even sense too much hostility going on right now in the room. It's more so like a flexing of the muscles. Like you walk into a room and you know everybody's here for the same reason, but you got to show them, nah, but I'm the top dog for the reason. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm kind of viewing it. And I really believe that Ada might just, you know what I'm saying, just call Daemon or be like, hey, no need to get anything crazy, but they might clarify a lot of things up, and we might even get the answer as to why they're unaffected. It's not like Sarada or Sumeri themselves would know or be able to explain, but we might get more dialogue on that topic of discussion in general, where Ada's like, well, it's interesting how you guys aren't affected by ability. Maybe we can figure out how or why you guys aren't affected, or they can try to tie it into their feelings for Boruto. But then that would be like a whole nother thing, right? So I'm still excited regardless. Like I said, chapter 26 was amazing. That meeting was very the elders, why are they still alive? Why are the elders alive? Why are they here? 10 out of 10 chapter, amazing chapter. And the fact that I feel this much hate towards those elders is, don't take it as like I don't want this in the story. Like, I'm just genuinely that passionate about the fuck shit that's going down within the story. Like, I really, and it's really that old lady too. I don't like, why she only got one eye open, bro. She talking crazy. They talking crazy, and I don't rocks with it. Rocks with it. I can't. Shout out my guy Shikamaru, and believe it or not, shout out my guy Konohamaru defending and coming to Boruto's aid this chapter. Shout out Kasha Koji. Of course, you already know Big Inoja, Big Himawari, Big Boruto, the queen herself, Sarada, and of course, Ada. Shout out to all of my favorite characters. Top dog Daemon won't be losing anytime soon. Mamushi, count your fucking days as much as you can count your teeth, dickhead. It's about to be that time. So until my next video, let me know how y'all feel. Boruto chapter 26 was fire. I'm looking forward to 27. I want to see Kawaki, I want to see Amato, and I want to see Momoshiki. Aside from that, I'm trying to follow up on this Daemon and Sarada situation. Is it really about to get crazy? Now, I'm saying I think realistically Ada's going to call him off. Ikimoto has thrown curveballs before. If you would have told me a month ago we're gonna get a cliffhanger of Sarada versus Daemon, I would have laughed at you, scoffed. I would have been like, ha ha, you know what I'm saying? Daemon versus Drew all over again. But hey, we're here. So Daemon might actually be getting ready to line up Sarada, or vice versa. Who knows? Chat to my next video. Holla at you. I'm gonna holla at y'all back. Check out. Yes, sir. Ski board. So chapter 26 was gas.